Hey guys, Evans with Z111 here today, bringing you the last episode of my RPG Village series in LEGO Worlds. I will quickly take you around the village and have a look at what I've got so far, and then we can think of a few improvements to make before I do finish it up. So what would be the best creature to get? Definitely not the camel, we've had enough problems with that. Let's get a good old standard horse. So this is my house and stable, my very empty stable that has a top floor that could still have capacity for flying creatures, and that is something I could work on. We've got a little market stalls around. A suggestion that has commonly been made is to have actual neighbours, other houses around, because as it is right now, my house is the only house in the village, which doesn't make much sense. There's my blacksmith with a little furnace inside an anvil, and this took... I think this is actually one of my best builds, to be honest. It looks the most like a natural building, I believe, so I'm happy with how that came out. There's my tavern, which took bloody ages. And the brickwork, it just doesn't look too good from outside. I'm not too happy with how the outside of the tavern looks. But interior is pretty good. I'm happy with how the interior came out. There's the good old lake with a little fishing pier. There's the ruined church with a new piano in it that is somehow not broken like the rest of the church. And we can go down the dirt path, and there is this abomination of a wizard's tower, because I thought transparent bricks would look cool, but they didn't look cool, and then there was barely any room inside to actually build. And you can go along the fishing pier. There's another market stall by the fishing dock. Here's my little arena where people can go to watch gladiatorial combat, just a local arena, nothing too big or fancy. And then there's the tunnel, which is around the town centre, as you can see here. And then if I go over here, there's another market stall, which leads to my farm, which again is actually one of the other builds I think I'm happy with. Yeah, the plots aren't too good, like a lot of them didn't make sense and they were kind of hard to get to look good, but I think the farm came out okay. And then there's the town well and the town windmill, and suddenly the game got very windy at that moment in time, which was strange. How did I do? Oh, I did a ladder going up in the end, didn't I? So yeah, I'm happy with how RPG Village has come out, but as I have said, it's just caused too many problems. I mean, look at last episode while I was building the arena, the footage just completely fucked up, and I have no idea why. It was terrible. Why does the wizard tower look good from here, but you go close, and then... I suppose that kind of gives it a cool effect. It's like it's visible from a distance, but when you get close, it activates some kind of stealth technology where it phases out of existence, but you can still see the top when you're close, but you can't get to the top. Because, yeah, I like that. I think the wizard tower, it's not great, but it's not as bad as I made out. So, yeah, I guess this episode I'm just going to be wandering around and making a few finishing touches. I think first I will make a few neighbours' houses and just scatter them around to make the place seem a bit more populated. And I will do that with the default brick builds. I've got my blacksmith there. So how should I do this Wild West building? That doesn't suit the aesthetic of the town too much. So I will have to go down to the cottages, which are down here. This is a fancy one, so where could I stick this? Let's turn instant build on. And I kind of don't want to stick it next to a farm, like that's where the other not so nice cottages would be. So I guess it would be over here-ish, by the blacksmith and the tavern. Or, no, this is another low property value area. So, by the arena? No, again, there's no real place in this town for posh houses. I suppose by the windmill, actually, would be best. Like if I stuck it here. Between the windmill and the town. Because, yeah, it's away from stuff. It's not too close to the farm, so there's no horrible smell. It's right next to the well for convenience. And, yeah, I'll stick one fancy house, maybe here, and then one there too. I think it's one side. Oh, in fact, why not here? Oh no, you wouldn't have a fancy house next to a tavern, it'd be way too noisy. So, yeah, it's going to be the first one. I will need flatten on. So let's see how that looks. Okay, no. What I will need to do is I'll need to flatten the ground first. Otherwise it will look terrible. Okay, flatten. Let's go to the round tool. And I want to flatten it so it's road level, basically. Let's get out of the way of the cave. But I will get this out of the way for closure and stuff. I am going to... Oh, sorry, it's really loud. And I know I can turn that down in editing, but I hate talking when it's loud because I feel as I'm kind of shouting when I know I'm not shouting, but it feels like I'm shouting anyway. Okay. So just get this... I kind of want to smooth out this entire area, actually. Yeah, I'm going to smooth out this entire area just because otherwise it looks a bit stupid. I will leave that hill. Yeah, in fact that's a nice separation from the road and the house. But if I smooth it out like that, and in fact I could even smooth out this. Do I want? Yeah, I want to smooth out this too. Okay. So let's smooth all that up, and then that allows room for trees and stuff around the house, so it's a little bit more secluded. But yeah, as I was saying, closure, I will be doing more LEGO Worlds videos in the future. I can say that with a fair amount of confidence, because this game is still early access. It's not being updated at the rate of other games, such as, say, Warframe, but it is still early access, and there are still updates coming out, and those updates are dramatically, like, they change a lot. I'm thinking maybe here, I just don't want it to be adjacent to the windmill. Yeah, so I'm actually going to do it here. And, do I want it facing that way? Or do I want it facing that way? There's kind of a tree in the way that way, so I'm going to have it facing this way. So if I just, stick it there? That? Yep, I'm happy with that. Now I need a few trees to make the bit behind look a little less bare, so... Oh, conifer trees. I like those. In fact, I really like these. I think these will look nice around this. Yeah, that's nice. I really like this. This can be like a little forest. And each one is different. How fantastic is that? I can see it being problems like if someone wants a particular tree, but the fact it randomizes means these can make a place look like a forest without just being the same tree over and over again. I like that. That's a really nice little feature they've added. And these trees are the ones I think I'm going to populate the area with. It's a shame because there are blossom trees everywhere else, so conifer trees do stand out a little bit. Also, that is something they need to fix, so that should really be on their priority list. Every time you place an object, it just throws you in the air. I hate that. I am feeling one of those there. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so that's the first neighbour we have. In fact, before I do place the rest of the trees, I should place the rest of the houses. So the rest I will simply do as standard cottages, which will be the same as my house. I did kind of want a next door neighbour here, but maybe I need to rotate it, because if I don't rotate it, then it will look too similar to that one. But how can I rotate? I'm going to need to flatten that area, aren't I? And then I can do the same here. So this could be a little residential area, I guess. Is that on ground level? No, it isn't. Ah, damn it. It's so frustrating how I need to ground levelify everything. 1 second, I just need to quickly... I was getting really hot then. I'm still ill. In fact, I'm not still ill. This will be the first video going up saying that I am ill, I think. I don't know. But I've been ill recently, and I'm still ill whilst recording this. I'm getting really hot and, like, feversome, which is pretty sucky. But I'm going away to Clop Hill for 10 days in a bit, so I need to record in advance. Sorry for that little tangent there, but I thought I need to tell you guys in case this video is pretty sucky. Alright, so flattened ground here. Flattened ground here. And then maybe here too. And then I think that will be enough house-wise. I could have one between the Wizard Tower and the arena. Like a lakeside place. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually feeling that. It's not a very nice area, but it'll be like a little secluded house. And I could have one back here too. By the blacksmith. And that could be the blacksmith's house. Okay, yeah, I like that. Right, so I need to get to the flatten tool, and I need to start working on these areas. Oh gosh, the anchor. Okay, so let's start it here, and then just flatten this entire area. It's going to be really noisy again, so I'm not going to like talking. In fact, flattening isn't fun to watch, so I will just cut this. Okay, so all the areas have been flattened, and I should now be able to place buildings. I've tried to do it proportionally, like so. I've flattened the correct amount of area, but it will be uncertain as to whether or not I have correctly done that. So this could be a little housing terrace actually, and the stable could be shared. So these could be my next door neighbours, so to speak, and that way all the houses facing towards the central doesn't look too odd. So I'm happy with how that came out. Then there's the two houses over here. So I'll have this one facing the tavern. It seems to make more sense than it facing the town square. So I'll have that there, I think. Yep, I'm happy with how that turned out. And then the next one is over here. This one is the only one that hasn't really worked so far because I can't diagonalize it. But if I have it facing that way, it doesn't look right. So I need to have it facing this way, but then there's a goddamn tree in the way. So how about if I just build it into the tree? Is that okay? I don't know, does that look stupid? How about that? And there's like a tree that's in the back of a house. Yeah, that's not so bad. And then I did say I was going to have one over here, but I changed my mind because I like how parky and quiet this area is. It seems like a nice kind of area. So now I will go and place a few more conifer trees around just to make it look a little more dense. Like, I definitely want some behind this house because this house looks a little stupid. That'll be nice because I'll be visible from behind the house, and then just one there. That was bad. I need to redo that one. I really hate how it keeps throwing me in the air. Okay, how about that? Is that... No? Okay, how about if I just stick one up here instead? Will that do the job? Is that in... I don't know why it suddenly... What? Or just... Okay, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but... What the... Okay. That's a surreal experience for me. But that could have gone much badly. I was terrified it was going to teleport me halfway across the world and then there would have been no way to get back. Which would have been pretty troublesome. Okay, so apparently I need to place it far, far away from where it actually is. What is going on? Are you serious? Wait a second, is it because... No, okay, I was going to say maybe it's a click and hold type deal like the other terrain tools, but that's not the case. So I'm really not sure what's going on there. And I don't think the game knows either. Oh, no, that was it. That was fine, okay. Please tell me that's fine on a ground level. Look how long it takes to get down to ground level after placing that many trees. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not going to be too fussy with it. I kind of want to stick a tree here. Yeah, I like the idea of a tree being there. And maybe a tree here too. Yep, that's nice. Thanks to the guy who suggested putting trees down, because I didn't really think of it. But honestly, it was such a good idea. Maybe if I turn flatten off, it will stop doing that stupid infernal thing. That will result in floating trees though, and I don't want floating trees. Yeah, so a couple of places it's just refusing to let me place them, which is kind of sucky. I don't like that tree. I'm going to stick that tree up there. But then I want one down here. Wait a second, I think it's because I'm pressing control, it's syncing the object. And that's why it's doing this stupid uproot thing. So say if I do that, but then I undo it and do that. No, okay, I don't know why it's pulling up the dirt as much as it is. But it's annoying me, and I think you guys should know that. Okay, why don't I just go as high in the air and not care? I want a proper tree here, like that. Like that, like, okay, this one isn't allowed to go there apparently. Apparently, no, I'm not allowed to put this one anywhere. Oh gosh, I am feeling really hot all of a sudden, like I'm feeling really, exasperated. I don't know if that's the correct word, but it sounds good. So I actually might have to cut this one short, so to speak. I'll finish placing my trees, but Jesus Christ, I hate being ill. Like, I have never, or I have, no, that's a lie. I was going to say I've never been this ill, I just haven't been this ill in a while. It's really, really sucky. Oh, there kind of needs to be a lot more trees over here, I think. And it doesn't matter too much if they're risen from the ground, because this area's kind of been beaten up a lot. Okay, okay, no, it did let me place that one. So let's place one more. Oh god, these trees are going to take forever to draw in paint, aren't they? Because, oh no, I could just do like a little brown brush stroke, and then I could do green spray for the leaves, I guess. So, yeah, hopefully this place looks a lot more populated now, and it feels more like an actual town or village. Because I think it looks better from an overhead perspective. I mean, even that residential corner, that looks really nice now. And the farm looks like with the manor house next to it, a windmill and the trees, it looks really nice. This area looks more like a forest with a little outpost in the middle. I like that a lot. The wizard tower is still the wizard tower. That place I already threw in the cursed trees, so I won't dress it up anymore. And the blacksmith corner too. I like this. I think this place looks nice. So yeah, I think I have finished RPG Village. I'd be more than happy to revisit in future updates, but remember the updates aren't retroactive, so like if they release an update that changes the way worlds are made, then it won't change RPG Village. I'd need to create a new world in order to see those updates, so I'm not sure which would be preferred by my viewer base. But yeah, this is officially the end of my RPG Village series in LEGO Worlds. It's the end of an era and the end of my Saturday upload slot, so I'm not sure what's going to replace it yet. But it will be something, and I'm looking forward to finding out what it is. I love new series, they're great. But the end of the series I don't love so much, it's a sad time. But yeah, this is me, Evans with Z11. Please if you enjoyed the series, and sorry for cutting it short. I did want to make more improvements, but honestly right now, I feel as I'm about to faint. Okay, this is me, Evans with Z11, and this is me out.